I'm back with more God of War Ragnarok, and this time with the RTX 3080. And to start it off, we're funding at 1080p at the ultra settings. Here we go with that. There we go. Let's see how we go. Like literally 2 minutes ago, I saw the post about how Silent Hill 2 will be PS5 and PC exclusive for a full year. That's crazy. So they paid money to keep the game off Xbox, and Xbox only. That is crazy. It's kind of uncalled for, to be honest. There's not really much point or need to be doing that. Sony's already winning by a long shot. So just paying for random exclusives is the same as Epic Games paying for full year exclusivity deals. It's just dumb. All right, now that we're here, let's see how we go here. So far into the 90s, and right here down into the 70s. That is high 70s for the 3080 at 1080p. I'm honestly shocked with how poorly this game runs in certain areas. If you go through the portals, I've seen it fall down into the 50s. It does run quite well for the most part, but there are some areas where the FPS will just tank. I'm sure it'll get fixed, but I did not see this coming, to be honest. And also I saw a comment about how this game will use up heaps of VRAM. The person had a 4080, I believe, and it was using up 14 gigs, which I'm not surprised about. I think it might happen. But as you can see on the 3080, I am using up 8 gigs. And in my experience, I haven't had any stuttering issues or anything like that at all. And I've been personally playing at 440p at Ultra with no DLSS. I mean, yeah, so far it's been above 60 at all times. Again, the main area we'll have an issue with will be the portals, so keep that in mind. Okay, let's pause it here, guys, enable DLSS, and see how we go there. DLSS at the quality preset, and we're sitting at 90 FPS here. Is motion blur on? Alright, cool, there we go. No motion blur, and the graphics look incredible. Looks really nice. Right here, though, let's have a look. We're sitting at the low 80s, from the high 70s to the low 80s. It's like a 5 to 6 FPS increase. It's not a lot, but I mean, it helps, I guess. I don't know. It does help. I mean, to be honest, I'm not really seeing anything major with DLSS so far. It's a slight FPS bump. Let's enable frame gen with FSR 3 and see how we go there. Okay, FSR 3 frame gen, and the FPS is doing way better. From the 80s to now sitting at 130 to 120. I do want to go back and see how we do in the first area. It's like, what a weird way to load in the game. This game does look nice though. Even at 1080p, it looks fantastic, to be honest. I don't know. I really like it. It looks sharp enough. Like there's some games where at 1080p it does look pretty poor, but this game looks good at 1080p as well. Right here, we fall down to 125. So yeah, it looks great. Can't feel any input lag at all on the controller. And the graphics, they're the same as before to me. So yeah, I think it's a great choice. I think it played fine at native, but if you want to get more frames or a smoother looking image, then frame gen with DLSS is also available as well. Let's pause it here, guys. Back out, play at 440p, and try it again. All right, 440p, guys. Native res, no DLSS, of course. I mean that was kind of pointless. I said it twice, but yeah. Let's see how we go. So far into the 70s. Again, I've seen this fall down into the 60s and even the 50s in the portal. So yeah, keep that in mind. The game looks fantastic. It is so sharp. It looks gorgeous. I think in this area, the FPS will fall down into the 60s. That's pretty obvious. Let's go over here and into the low 60s. There it is. I played like an hour or two with this preset and it plays fine. I haven't had any stuttering issues, any lagging issues, except for the portal. The portal, it does lag there, but during actual gameplay, it's been fine. I think ideally though, I would use DLSS. I played at native, but DLSS I think is the safer option. Right here into the high 50s. So yeah, around 60 FPS up to 75 pretty much with this one. DLSS, it will do much better obviously, and the graphics should look unchanged. The audio was messed up, I just realized, but hopefully it's fixed now. That sucks. The first section will just have no audio, I guess. Alright, DLSS time. Let's go have a look. Right here, into the mid-70s. Wow, that is still close to the 60s. Pretty insane. For the graphics, pretty good, except for the water right there. The water does flicker when I'm moving. That looks pretty bad. Alright, frame gen active, and we're sitting at 120. I mean, the water is still flickering, that's for sure. But for the most part, it does look sharp enough that I wouldn't be upset about it. Let's go right here. We're down into the 110s. Alright, 4K ultra settings, no DLSS. And so far we're sitting at 40 FPS. VRAM should be, yeah, it's maxed out. 9.7 gigs. This card only has 10, keep that in mind. Man, 4K looks great. It is just so crispy. It just looks insanely good. And 40 FPS is obviously playable on a controller, but with DLSS, obviously 60 FPS is also doable, so you might as well use it. The game does stutter though. I can feel some minor stutters with the camera. Right here, 39, 40. It barely moves pretty much. It's like a 3 FPS decrease. I mean, is the game playable? Yeah, it is, but it doesn't feel the greatest, I would say. It is just so inconsistent. And again, the stutters are definitely there as well. Time for DLSS. Let's see how we go. But I think 60 FPS now should be fine as well. Yep, 60 FPS with DLSS. And no frame gen yet either. Boom. Yeah, this one I can't feel any stutters at all. It's feeling quite good, obviously. And above 60 FPS. Now, will it be a stable 60? Most likely not, but it's close enough. So it was leaked that Horizon Zero Dawn was going to get a remake, a remaster, for PC and PS5, which is just the dumbest thing ever. Like, the game already plays super well on PC, and the graphics aren't really an issue at all. So why is a remaster a thing? I don't know. And the game is on PS4. It's playable at 4K apparently as well on PS5. So a remaster makes no sense. Sony has all these games that are on the PS3, stuck on the PS3, and they are just remaking the same games on repeat. The Last of Us and then Horizon. Those two, I just don't get it. Like the first 3 Uncharted games should get remade. And the obvious one is Bloodborne as well. That's 30 FPS on PS4 and PS5. And it doesn't exist on PC. So it would sell well. And we have Killzone. There's MotorStorm. There's Infamous. So many games on the PS3. But they're remaking Horizon Zero Dawn. I can't make this up. Okay, let's pause it here, guys. Enable frame gen as well. And we can go from there. The water, still an issue. It is flickering for me. It is so distracting too. I mean, 80 FPS here though, with frame gen? I don't know. We had what? Like 60 to 70 before? So yeah, 70 to 90 FPS. Feels pretty okay. I mean, this card isn't really... It is a 4K card, but it's not really as good as what it was 2 years ago. Maybe 3 years ago. It's been a long time. Alright, so yeah, that is God of War, guys, on the RTX 3080. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for the next video. See you guys there.